Welcome back to the third and final map here between K23 and Iron Branch. Been an absolute slog so far. We're hitting the 9 o'clock here in the UK, 10 o'clock on the continent, of course, if you are watching from there. And if you've been joining us throughout the entire thing, we do appreciate your time, of course. It has been a hell of a game so far, and it looks set to continue here on Overpass. Iron Branch starting off on that T side, going for a burst towards short. Niffy going to open up proceedings.
So, pistol rounds have been pretty evenly split this game. Hang on a second. This was looking very good for Iron Branch. They're flying in. That's lovely from Niffy. Third kill in the round for him. And in a matter of moments, it's Elian all alone in a 1 versus 4. Let's be honest. I was asking just a little bit too much from him, but he can potentially make it a little bit more expensive on the way out.
Always the case. Moving in slowly here from that graffiti area. They are waiting to just kind of double peek into him. In fact, going to kind of triple peek into him, to be honest. So, not looking too good. He looks set to get the hell out of Dodge. Take what he has into the next round. Maybe get himself some cheaper head armor and a decent weapon. But the round itself, as predicted, is not going to go the way of Elian. They don't give him a single chance in. So, Iron Branch going to open up Overpass pretty cleanly here. And they will hope to continue that trend throughout the T side.
Let's see. Good start. Very good start. K23 just in a matter of mere moments get completely overwhelmed and have no clue what to do at all. At least for Iron Branch, right off the back of losing Vertigo in the fashion that they lost it. They're able to kickstart things pretty damn comfortably in towards that map. Number 3. We said that Vertigo, it was the punish pick. It was the perma. Actually, to be honest, Iron Branch, they should have closed that out. They should have done it in regulation. The fact that they didn't. Oh, that's a miss smoke. That was meant to be a jump throw, and it didn't jump or throw properly. So, that smoke's going to be completely useless. It does actually give a bit of space for Iron Branch over towards Monster, knowing that it's not smoked.
A little weird, I suppose, at the start of the round, but Iron Branch playing pretty far back, pretty safe in the default here as they're just looking for an opportunity to obviously present itself. At the moment, K23 not giving it across to them, so going to be a slow move up from Iron Branch as they look to take the long control.
Ganginho looking to get a bit of space over towards long. Right now, though, yeah, for K23, right, they're just hoping with the weapons they got, they can make something work. Raging, the only FAMAS they have to work with, will be tagged very low. 31 points of HP for him. This is rough. This is tough. And the scout tagged as well. Not exactly great. The old tag and bag philosophy, which is working wonderfully for them. Lollipop for 2. Make that 3. It is easy. Quick Counter-Strike being played right now. Rising gets self 1, but it's nothing more than a consolation. And this round is done.
Keeping things simple on the side of Iron Branch once again, similar to the way that they maybe kick things off on the Anubis. Just keeping together, playing the individuals. So far, so good. Only a couple rounds in, not expecting too much out of things. And of course, you know, usually we see teams find success after winning the pistol. But that was very successful, I think, is the thing that we're kind of pointing out, is just how clean it was. And how it is very good signs. This is a great map for them, right? The veto works out in a weird way. Obviously, Anubis was a very, very tough map win, and then Vertigo a very tough map loss that they perhaps should have had. But Overpass is kind of their best map at the moment, so looking very, very clean indeed, and I think they will continue this trend moving forwards.
Yes, agreed. Agreed. K23, that was a full investment in towards that round, of course, so the expectation is probably nothing coming in towards that round number 3, and it will be probably exactly the case. You see, yeah, Deagle, by no jazz, but aside from that, it won't really be anything to work with. Looking like the plan of action is the gamble stack over towards B. Another K23. We're actually Iron Branch. They're looking to poke and prod connector. They're all having their moments. Nade coming through over towards boost to uncatch anybody. K23 all just parked up and ready and waiting. They won't really be given anything for the time being. And if once again, if Iron Branch look over towards that top side of A, they're going to get it completely for free, and that looks to be the case.
Yeah, making their way over slowly. Up banana. seeing that there's nothing coming, so really solid stuff. I think they'll be very happy with the way these early rounds have gone. So far, K23 just can't catch a break. So, yeah, a little unfortunate for them. They brought up into the nades in this round, and you're not going to get opportunity to use them, to be honest. To hear footsteps and utility going down towards the gate side of things, what do you really do? They will start to make their way back up. The bomb's actually slowly making it over here. Maybe they can get the nades in good spots to deny the bomb plant. I think that's perhaps what they're after here. All lined up. Nades go in. Not going to find Niffy, unfortunately. And now the bad boys are on the way. The weaponry is coming in, and so far so good for the side of Iron Branch.
Yeah, you know, the idea was pretty nice there. Unfortunately, the execution not quite as. Lollipop. Thankfully, the back 10 will reclaim the space, and he does not fall. It's a flawless round for Iron Branch. Expected. I thought it was going to happen. Well, there we go. So, Reno start, another full buy comes right back out. This is a must convert. Over towards other K23, or this T side already going to start to slip away from that of Iron Branch. You do get a little bit worried, a little bit concerned about things going south before they even really get to make something of this. Open play, always good to see for Elian. Yeah, there's quite a few moments over towards Vertigo with the AWP. Iron Branch's T side and Overpass so far looking pretty damn conclusive.
This is the first proper test, though, as we so often talk about. So they need to put something up here on this T side and make things presentable, to say the least. X5's gotten himself into a really good spot for K23. Finds the opening pickup and able to back away pretty easily.
Already, not bad. Slow is that seems to be the call over towards that of the T side. You can kind of see they're a little bit flustered what to do now. Use that man advantage. How do they then turn things in their favor? Not always the easiest. It's safe to say. Pop shot down long. I think, in fact, that must have been spotted by Elian, right? He's jumping on the angle. He knows that they're coming up long. He's probably seen quite a few bodies as well. Just before that smoke plumed. This could get a little bit dicey.
Utility over the top here for Iron Branch. In they will go. Elian, will he be forced off the angle here? No, he won't. He finds a frag. Raging set up alongside him as well. Really going to be difficult to break those two apart, to be honest with you. There's only two remaining now. The flash comes around. It's ineffective, but Amasval does win his fight out. There's just too many bodies to deal with here, I think. Ganginho got about 10 seconds. Needs to find a couple of kills before he can even dream of getting that bomb down, and it's not going to happen for him. K23 have scared off the round, and they are looking to eliminate Ganginho as well, and I think they will indeed get it done just before time, but all the same, happy to eliminate everybody.
Yeah, that's it. So, if you wanted the scoreline, once again, you're looking at this T side of now, how do they respond, right? Where do they now stand in a position of being, well, somewhat strong, right? That was a bonus buy. We can give him that sort of excuse, but now coming in towards the next, there really isn't any more excuses. This has to start falling into place once again. We saw this at times over towards Vertigo. Some of the weird and wonderful rounds they were hoping to pull off weren't able to come to fruition. On paper, this is a map that looks pretty good for Iron Branch. We'll know about how coming off the back of a tough loss like the way they did can have some pretty negative effects. Warrior over Charlie. It's over. 5, not spreading all too much.
Need this round to work on the Iron Branch side of things. Grouped up outside B. I like the idea. It's pretty unorthodox, just, you know, contacting in, especially this early. But with no smoke down, they fancy their chances. Like, no, Jez was the only one available, and he only finds the one frag. Nice pickup coming in from X5. Can he get any more heads here? No smoke towards heaven is perhaps a bit of an oversight. Ganginho missing the shot. Takes some damage, but able to survive for now. Meanwhile on A, Elian wins his fight out. Bringing it down to just 2 for Iron Branch. Not the best of holds. They have managed to split up and going to make it difficult for K23 with no information to work with, especially getting through this AWP here really will be a challenge. Some nades go down. Ganginho left on 4 HP, but he still finds his mark. Lollipop with a great hold. getting his 9th kill of the game so far, leaving things down to X5. Smoke goes down, tap onto the bomb, trying to draw some attention towards him. Wins the fight on towards the first. There's not a lot of time. Ganginho will try and play things slowly, but finds the pickup onto him. The 4th round for Iron Branch coming in just by the skin of their teeth.
My God, that is mighty close, though. It has to be said. Ganginho, low on HP, and he actually will fall to the hands of the bomb. But at the very least, he finds the round. That's the most important thing. I don't think, I'm going to say, I don't think he'll have money for the AWP, even despite the win. He'll absolutely take it because he knows what effect it will have over towards K23. He knows that if they're going to go for a buy, it'll be a forced investment. And the more often case that they just go for an eco here, which is exactly the case. So it's just a couple of upgraded pistols, X5 with an M4, and you can see that's when they're just flying in. They're trying to get in their face, trying to make them uncomfortable. It's a great start for Sad.
He gets himself another one. Looking like they might just have got this over the line, to be fair. X5 still sticking around the area, but yeah, firmly smoked out. He does find his 1 kill, but not going to be able to get anything else off the back of it, so they will give the round up. USP sticking around. They boosted a player all the way up into heaven just for him to get taken down instantly. So, Iron Branch in for 5. They've still got a lot of work to do before they start convincing us of the victory here.
Yeah, potentially there might be a kill on the way out if they were going for a little bit of a hunt, but they won't actually opt for it. Iron Branch will play nice and passive in terms of their exits. Not going to overextend all too much. Park up over towards Monster, hold wait, and see themselves into a 4-round lead. Very comfortably with 3 remaining alive. Exactly what we want to be seeing out of them. So, better. A lot to like. K23 starting to get to a point where we actually have to do, we have to think about getting a bit concerned for them. This is another round, which is a full investment, but if it falls flat, it continues in this pretty harsh and brutal cycle. Full buy-in, failure to find success, eco, and a rinse and repeat. And a lot of teams can get trapped in this cycle, this circle of life, where they just cannot seem to break the bonds. Before it's, before a matter of kind of mere moments, it's too late, right? That can be such a horrible position. They coming over towards boost. No one on the receiving end of it. Once again, K23 left kind of scratching their heads a little bit.
Just a little. Just a little. A lot of defense here on the K23 side of things. Their B site looks really scary. Ganginho, quick up long. Has been spotted, wins out the fight though. And Elian's got to be very careful to find this trade. Needs to make sure that he gets it done. Ganginho knows he's going to be after it. Into an off angle. Finds the dink through the box. Oh, man alive. A huge turning point in the round has just been denied away. Iron Branch will be back down to the 4 versus 4. Looking towards B for the attack. Smokes come in. Flashes come round. They're so damn strong. And despite the heroics of Elian on the top site, it is to no avail.
Bomb goes down. Yeah, and that's it. That is it. They want to make sure they have at least something to work with in towards the next. Thankfully, X5 can probably buy as well. But aside from that, Raijin, Magnolias, they really should have nothing to work with. Brutal situation. Brutal situation. But at the very least, I'll say, I don't think Iron Branch are close enough to even make this hunt even remotely successful. And they themselves, did they want to risk it? Well, probably not. Just really think it isn't the way to go. So, here's that 6th. A comfortable lead, and K23 continue to be in a bit of a rot, but they can't actually buy into this. X5 has plenty of cash. M4 for him is going to be no issues. And with a drop from Railway and Elian, they're going to pull a buy together, no problems asked. So, be very surprised if they don't go for it. Magnolias, he's got all the util and the armor in the world to work with. All he needs is an M4, and there it is. So, yeah. The buy comes back through. Lost Brothers is really helping K23 right now, but even still, off the back of this pause, they need to change things. As we've already said, and as we've already seen, not exactly the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, it's a bit scary at the moment. It is getting to that point. 6 rounds already on the T side is really solid for Iron Branch. So, getting further than this would put them in very good stead to be taking the map. They're playing much more confidently here. and still dealing with the fact that, you know, sometimes they lose out on the earlier exchanges. K23, meanwhile, just cannot make consistent frags go their way, you know? They just can't take those openers and turn them into rounds. We have seen a good couple of opportunities for K23, but yeah, just can't capitalize on them, and I think that does show a discomfort in the game at the moment. They're going to go for the 4-man boost. I don't think they will see anything, though. All the players are down on towards the B side itself. So, nothing coming for Iron Branch here. Oh! Maybe. Ooh. Spoke too soon. Yep, I did. Ganginho will find Railway on the boost-up jump. That's unfortunate.
It's a nice shot. It's a very nice shot. I'll give him his credit. You do have to have the reaction time to that one. So, already in a matter of moments, K23 on another full buy. Once again, faltering. If this one falls flat the way it's looking like right now, they're going to have, across the board, less than 4K. Which means the buy would be brutal. And that has been the case. So what now? I mean, how did K23 alleviate the pressure here? They are looking for a triple B stack and X5. He heard that rotation from Recon. He knows they're here.
Might get overlooked. Hoping that he does. Elian with a big frag. Going to give the opportunity across. X5 nearly looks off the angle at the worst possible time. He will be traded out. Back into a 3 versus 3. 30 seconds and just Elian to get through on B. It is easier said than done. This man is a formidable opponent. Gets naded off, however, left incredibly low. And now I think just going to wait by time for the rotations to come in. But he still gets caught. No heaven smoke. But the AWP is on it. Bomb goes down. Raging, not a chance. He might just take what he has into that next round.
Yeah, I think that's probably the smart call here. Just keep hold of the AK. There's just nothing for them to work with. Iron Branch are absolutely walking all over K23 right now. And the T side, man. The T side of Overpass is normally so difficult. Way more difficult than what we could traditionally look over towards Vertigo. I think it's just so uncomfortable to get consistency in this map, and credit to them right now. This is great work. Great work. And things continue. It is going to be an absolutely brutal display. Bomb goes off. There's a 6-round buffer. And oh my god, I mean, right now, K23, they look like a shadow of their former selves.
Yeah, this is really worrying. Maybe the old fatigue argument coming in. Putting their hearts and soul into the last map and the comeback and the eventual victory in overtime. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But we'll see.
Brutal.
We will see. There's still room just about. You know, maybe once we start to get 9 or 10, that's when you do worry for things. X5 nearly taken down. Niffy gets off it at the final bullet, but I think he had a good chance there, and this nade might finish it off. Yes, it does. Beautiful opener for Niffy.
Now what, right? How do they continue to press this agenda of X5 falling in a slightly middling buy? This is a great opportunity. Great opportunity. What's up coming through? Actually, that might force the plank player off, and it will. Raijin's burning. Sad would have heard this.
Slowly taking the mid control. Very slowly indeed. Iron Branch not wasting any time. Sad. Again, hearing a drop. Finds the frag this time around. They're going to maybe quickly rotate towards B. They don't quite know on the Iron Branch side of things. They have the world as their oyster at the moment, 5 versus 3. That is for sure. It looks like they'll head towards A. It's the better defended bomb site. MagnoJez is coming in from behind as well. He's going to get an opportunity to drop the bomb. He does not want to mess this one up. He's looking maybe to get a bit greedy with it. Wait for even more to come around. What can his teammates get done? 1 so far. MagnoJez, he needs an M4 here. If only he's going to be spotted out and traded. Elian's got the info, but he's got no one else to work with. They'll surround him. They'll take him down, and they will find 8. But that was close for just a sec.
Got shaky, especially when the bomb was spotted, right? You're already getting just really uncomfortable with the bomb being dropped and time starting to wear too thin for them to kind of reclaim it. Thankfully, not the case. Iron Branch, man, right now, it's running away with things. As we've been talking about, K23, they've had these kind of flash-in-the-pan moments. But, yeah, I mean, it just continues to slip further and further away from them. But we'll see. Well, we'll see. There's still this time. Oh, not again. Not again. When will they learn? Ganginho gets another kill on the boost from the same position.
Yeah, mad. They're just running rings around him right now, to be honest. Absolutely insane stuff. We'll have to retake some decent control towards the mid area, but Iron Branch are flying ahead right now and just can do no wrong. It's getting to that point of the game where they are starting to walk on water. A very one-sided affair, as K23 will be hoping to put up a defense here in the final few rounds of the first half, but Iron Branch continue to impress.
I'm coming through. Oh, Sad takes a lot of damage there. But it's still the numbers in favor of that are Iron Branch. Little flash gonna come over. Lollipop spraying wildly, panicked. Little does he know, nobody's near him. It was just Elian trying to scare him, which worked.
Lollipop could have some good timing here onto Raging. I don't think quite going to be the case. He kind of calls off the push. They're very ready for the B hit here, so this could be a decent defense. 25 seconds, Iron Branch leaving it all the way down to the wire. Molotov comes in, going to keep those players at bay on Monster, and the push is just so totally off. Masval goes down, as does Sad. 14 seconds. Surely not a chance to get into the bomb site here. Going to have to hit some crazy shots. 10 seconds. Magno Jez, I think, has done it with that one, to be honest with you. No scope comes in from Ganginho, but it's just no time to get on the site and get the bomb down. K23. The road to recovery begins now.
Cool. So, we take a breath and we see at the very least that K23 have something about them. There's, you know, there's something up their sleeve on the CT side. It might already be too little too late, but at the very least, there's still some fight here. But yeah, I don't know. I still don't feel that confident, I gotta say. This is just not looking like a conclusive side right now. Iron Branch, much more alive. Much better Counter-Strike being played from them. K23, they just cannot seem to keep up with the changes in tempo. Just down a little bit slower. Saddle drop a smoke over towards Khan just to lock out that position. Right now, nothing really being given up.
Nice find from Railway. And another one from X5. K23 starting to hit their groove towards the later portion of the half. But at the very least, you know, better late than never, I suppose. Iron Branch just on the brink of things getting really, really scary. So if K23 can keep them around this kind of level, you know, it would be a much more acceptable half. And they continue to frag out in this round. All the pieces falling into place. Iron Branch tried to move a bit faster with their default, and it's just not worked.
Okay, so this one actually has gone as expected. K23, nice round. OP scooped up as well, and that's just the save mission. Keep it alive, keep it kicking. And of course, they will be able to do exactly that. No real issues asked. They'll park up, but this is going to be now us kind of burning 40 seconds. I don't think Iron Branch can do anything miraculous from here on out. They're going to hold and wait and just see it as a mistake to be made that they can punish.
$25 seconds to hold off for Iron Branch. But yeah, looking decent. I mean, 3 rounds is still not going to be enough, but we need a bit more. They're maybe starting to convince themselves on the K23 side that they can indeed get it done. They can put together a bit of something on the defense. So far, Iron Branch have been pretty strong. I think winning a lot of the early fights coming their way, winding the clock a bit further down, and just going for sort of 2-man bursts into an area, winning out the fight, catching someone in connector, catching someone B short. But K23 have adapted a bit and just played the defensive game, played more in towards the sights, I think. We do see a pause come in, I would imagine, from Iron Branch here, really looking to stop this one, nip it in the bud, and get that one-sided half that they're after.
Yeah, no, exactly that. They're just making sure now that they don't let what is actually a pretty conclusive lead, slip away. I mean, they've already guaranteed a lead at the turn of the half, right? It's just making sure that you now go in with kind of minimum double digits off the back of how things started, and they'll walk away with that second half as well. This is a map which is very traditionally seen as pretty heavily weighted towards, of course, that of the CT side. Iron Branch are absolutely walking away with things at the moment. So let's see. See if it continues. Deficit at 5. Not much left in this half. And K23 hoping to claw it back to as even as it possibly can be.
Starting off on a slow default once again for Iron Branch. Just sending the feelers out there and eventually getting the group up here. Molotov goes down. Going to make life a bit awkward for Niffy. Spam attempt comes in, but nothing quite finding it. There's a couple of chips done to the Iron Branch boys. Flying around through long. Is the trade going to be there? Yes, it is. Just about. Look kind of dangerous for a second. They'll take an even trade and some long control, though.
Okay, already. Once again, definitely a call to be made. The question, of course, is which one? Like a boost coming through. X5 will find one. And no trade coming through. Oh, thankfully, Niffy does get one on the way out. A fadeaway bullet finds Magnojes.
40 seconds. Not committing into the A-bomb site just yet. They have a lurking presence on B that might be able to find something and draw that bomb away. X5 is watching for all kind of spookiness on the boosts here. He's got some pretty decent timing. And he does seem aware of the fact that a push could be coming in. 20 seconds. Niffy going to try and sell here. Finds the first. Drawing some rotations. Elian will trade him out quickly, but the A-bomb site looks pretty open. They'll get that bomb down nice and clean. 2 versus 2. Really important round here for K23 to be taking. They've got a kit available. They don't have a lot of room to work with as the utility comes around. AWP to get through as well. Really going to be scary. Where is Lollipop? Where's he playing from? They've got to move in fast. Try and find the information. It's so challenging to break back into this bomb site. Lollipop has got their number, and the double spray down is absolutely beautiful. 9th round for Iron Branch as they are back on the board.
Yeah, that's a massive round to be taken. Really is. Huge work coming through. Of course, in doing so, now it does give them at least some momentum to work with to make sure you just lock off this half, right? Give K23 no way back in. Deny them at the get-go. I think that'll be the case. It's once again another buyback in for K23, but potentially actually could be one of their last in this half if they once again continue the same trend of this inability to find success. Iron Branch, they're on the cusp of double digits in the first half, which in itself is massive.
Elian will open up. They're going in nice and fast towards this B-bomb site on the Iron Branch side of things, but again, it's going to be a really tough defense. 4 players to get through. They've already found 1. Railway, good timing, drops Lollipop with a nade in hand. Molotov not really going to keep him at bay. He looks to join his brothers on the bomb site itself. 4 versus 3, I would imagine the rotation is slowly going to make its way over as well. They're still looking for a scrap on the Iron Branch side of things, but nothing coming as yet. Back down to the neutral game. Going to try and go for the boost.
Ganginho holding and then kind of expecting a rotation to come through. He won't be giving it just yet. Mike Nojes just going to dink off, but it's sad to find the kill. Now, numbers brought back level once again. 35 seconds left to work with. It looks like they still want to go towards B.
Elian on the pillar, holding for this. Gets the flick. I'm going to be able to stay alive to go for another. Sad is creeping around to try and trade him out. Gets under the crosshair of Railway, but the trade will come through from the big man at the back of the site. Massval can't get anything done on the AWP. So, K23, 4th round. Still a bit more work to do to make this serviceable, but they are closing the gap and they've broken the bank.
That's it. At the very least. K23 are keeping it somewhat competitive. Up to 6 rounds at the turn and a half wouldn't be too bad. It wouldn't be kind of end of the world type stuff. Still isn't going to fill you with all too much confidence, but you take any silver lining you can get. 5 rounds is the buffer. Iron Branch, they are going to go for that full investment. Ganginho in towards a Galil. Double Mac 10, double Tech 9. It's a bit of an audacious buy, I have to say. Let's see what pans out. And they're already up towards top corner. Looks like they might want to flood towards A.
Certainly looking to make it work. They're on the way towards B, though, mate. Maybe trying to split things out over there as they, again, are picking up the pace. There's only the one player to deal with in the form of Magno Jez. He's hidden away, somehow staying alive at the back end of the site here. They will go to overwhelm him, though, and they will get the better of him. However, the rotations are in before that bomb goes down. Niffy up close, nearly for a double. Oh, my goodness. 3 versus 2, though, and certainly set up for success on this one for the Iron Branch side of things. X5 doing his absolute best to get them back into the round, but nobody else able to support him right now, and they are very much kept at bay behind the smoke, really not looking too good. The utility kit available, and all the kills, apparently. What the hell has happened there? The Iron Branch boys all get caught out in the open.
Okay, it's a weird way to end it. And EVs will come through as well. K23 up to their 5th. The bomb plan as well won't actually even help the situation of them having no money to work with either. Not actually all that comfy right now. We're heading into the 15th and final round with a K23. What was a terrible start to the half of CT Counter-Strike. They've actually managed to at least make it somewhat compatible going forward. There's some success, all things considered. Will it amount to anything? We'll have to see, but at least for now, Iron Branch, their buy is a double Galil, double Mac 10 and a Deagle for Ganginho. It should be 9-6 at the end of the half. K23, they've actually, they've salvaged a pretty rough situation.
Certainly looks to be the case. But Iron Branch, they've got a lot of control up short in this round, and I don't think the A players are really going to be expecting how fast they're coming towards A. It gets scary. Yeah, the pace being picked up once again by the Iron Branch side of things. Railway in for a double, though. Absolutely massive. Player out towards long has gone unchecked, and he finds a double, leaving it all onto Lollipop, who is holding for that lurk play. There ain't no lurk play coming. They've all come through from the conventional rotates here, and he's got a minute left to try and pick up a 1v3.
Yeah, well, this does seem to us maybe a tad too much. Lollipop on that Deeg needs a bit of magic, but let's be honest, this one is all she wrote. At the very least, a little scooped up, bomb tapped, 30 seconds to work with as well. He's trying to bait out a fight, trying to isolate them, and I'm sure he got caught crossing there as well. I'm sure they know. They do. He finds a shot. Okay, that's not bad. It will only be a consolation at the turn of the half. It is 9-6. We'll throw it on to a break. We'll see you after.
What up, welcome back. 9-6 at the turn of the half, Iron Branch. Maybe a little bit disappointed that they couldn't get more than that, as they did have a hell of a start. It was 8-2 at one point.
Yeah, they actually should have, right? Let's not beat around the bush. They actually threw away there at the end of that second half. We should be them sitting on minimum 10, right? Probably actually pushing towards a little bit higher, the way they were running away with things to start off. They've given an opportunity for K23, and Ryder's going to take it.
Nice foul. Trying to hold on the corner here. Will manage to find a double. Can he get any more? Flash comes round. Surely should be dealt with now, and he is indeed. The support going to be there from Sad, but he's dealt with quickly as well. Into a 2 versus 1 for Niffy. Raging on the P250. Trying to be the hero, and he will indeed get it done. Fantastic round from Raging.
Oh, so, okay. K23 starting to claw their way back in towards this game. Where we stand right now, it does kind of make it ever so slightly feel uncomfortable. Iron Branch started so well in towards Overpass, and they have let this one slip away to a point of it being a 2-round deficit. And with their forced investment coming in as well, if they don't convert this, it more or less confirms that K23 are going to tie this game up 9 rounds apiece. That itself is an insane storyline from what was, 8-2 at one point.
Pick up from Elian to start us off. Trying to get an advanced position on towards B here is the CT side, in particular Sad. Just going to go pushing through to see what he can find. Oh, X5 is just letting him go because he's up on the surf. Oh, and you can see how awkward it is. He gives up his position up there to find the frag, though. He wanted it. Get that money on the Mac 10. 5 versus 3, looking good for K23.
5-7 of Niffy. Couple of pop shots just to show his presence. Being pretty easily put by the wayside now. All down to him alone with that said pistol. Yeah, it is maybe just a tad too much. Well, Util comes over. They're just seeing off the last man now. They're burning a lot of Util for it, but for the most part, it should be pretty easy. It is just that 5-7 Niffy, and they should see him off without too much of a problem. Molotov, of course, will be exchanged for the smoke. What he's seen off. Only the one casualty. Not all too bad. And doing so, K23 within 1. This is really crumbled, I think, for Iron Branch. What should have been them seeing off this map in some relatively comfortable fashion with how it started. Doesn't make you feel good all too much now.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little worrisome. Iron Branch not really putting up too much on the CT side so far. Still got time, still got those rifles to come into play though, of course. Just, you know, makes you worry a little bit that K23 are starting to pick up the pace and gain some confidence. Going to be the connector stack coming in from Iron Branch. There's nobody around on that T side to really fend for this one. There is a player around the corner, but I don't think that he's committing too heavily in towards the connector position. They're going to go barreling on in. Should be heard in just a second here. Still might have an opportunity, though, as they catch them with their pants down a little bit. There you go. There's a couple kills. Nicely done. We'll take the bomb towards B on the side of K23, but an AK recovered for Ganginho. Thank you very much.
Can take it. I'll absolutely take it. I think for the rest of this round, it isn't going to be anything too much apart from just protecting him and making sure that is kept alive. Yeah, will be the case. They are nowhere to be seen. It's K23. They are going to tie this game up. That's the big news. That's the main port of call. We do have to have a conversation about how is this one slipped away in the way it has. At one point, as we mentioned, Iron Branch, they had a 6-round buffer. And since then, since that 8-2 scoreline, they have won 1. It has been pretty uncomfortable. We're all tied square at 9 rounds apiece. The bomb goes off, and over towards that CT side, thankfully, they will have a buy around that AK, so it won't be him alone. Lollipop, I'm assuming he'll probably opt to keep hold of that Galil. It's one less investment to go with. All tied square, that was a thing we were alluding to a long time ago. And now it's happened.
All Alrighty, here we go. Let's see whether Iron Branch can put up a defense and look strong here. Masval with the nice pick up from Elian as they get the 4-man boost going. Easy stuff. K23 are starting to really, really look scary now.
This is brutal. It really is. This is getting really uncomfortable for Iron Branch. How they let this slip in the way it has. They lose this game now. They're going to struggle to sleep tonight. Sad. Posted ready and waiting. Nobody's giving them anything over towards short water. And I think you can kind of see for K23. They know they've lost control of short water. So they just kind of have to wait, hold, and hope that something happens. Great flash from Ryujin. Sad had no idea what hit him.
As they look to continue the trend, Lollipop will deny away for X5, however, so there is something back for Iron Branch. They're going to very quickly... they were on the right call. Rotate up to A. Nade goes down for Masval, but they're actually committing to the B play instead, and that would be the incorrect one. So K23 should have a free A bomb site here.
Oh, Utah coming over, and you're absolutely spot on. Nobody's here in time, and I don't think Iron Branch, they might actually not even be tempted to rotate, especially the likes of Ganginho. That AWP is just too valuable right now. As the Utah comes over, which these two would have heard of, that's it. Bomb will go down in just a mere moment. That's the round done. K23 into a lead. What a position to be in. What a performance we've seen as well from the likes of K23 to claw this one back, round after round, bit by bit. And some of the individuals really coming up online as well. Elian, 18 kills to his name. Thanks for Ryujin and X5 at their moments, but it is primarily Elian who's making this a very doable affair. On the other side, you know, we've seen flashes of brilliance here and there. I mean, Lollipop's had his moments in the spotlight. The rest of the team is just so quiet. They've got 2 players still on, you know, single digits, which I guess is the same for K23, but just not having the same impact. Bomb goes off, and there's the lead. First sight at double digits. It should have been Iron Branch in that first half. And then they completely fell off a cliff. Credit to K23, man. This side is really, when they look like they're at their lowest, I've clawed it back to being pretty successful now.
Yeah, really solid stuff. The T side getting into the swing of things. We'll see what Iron Branch can do. They're still going to have a buy available into this round thanks to the save. So hopefully able to put up a bit more. But certainly going to be easier said than done. K23 are playing very, very confidently right now and looking incredibly well put together. So certainly do start to worry for the Iron Branch side a little bit if they can't convince us that they can defend the bomb sites, to be honest with you. K23 have got the better of them quite a few times now.
Well, spot on. I don't know if anything was heard there off the back of the Molotov going down. But at the very least, X5 is poking and prodding in towards short water. That may have been heard. Spam through the smoke, won't find too much. You kind of see how Iron Branch is a little bit on edge here. And Ryujin, he might even push through the smoke. He might even just make contact. He's sat in it, and he'll find a kill. No flash. And they get the double entry. That's a bad start for Iron Branch towards their B site.
Yeah, looks set to fall apart once again. Double nade coming in. Might find a frag here. At the very least, going to scare them away. And I think, you know, with smokes going down and whatnot, there is really no chance for the defenders to get in, so they're going to move to save once again. This is really not great on the rotation of saves. It does kind of show that K23 are really dictating the pace of this one, and Iron Branch are just playing to their tune, unable to find any way into a round off their own back. So it's starting and continuing to fall apart.
It's just the easy Counter-Strike, isn't it? That's the big thing. So comfortable, so clean. And it continues to be exactly that, even struggling to save now as well. It shows exactly where we stand. One side of the fair. Comfortable Counter-Strike. It's left us in this position. Wonderful, though. Wonderful from K23. I mean, you can't blame them at all. The way they've been playing, so thoroughly deserved of being in this position now. A 2-round buffer. And Iron Branch starting to falter. I mean, at the very least, I guess they've got some, some money to work with. A buy. Their saves are alleviating some of the pressure. Yeah, it's not good. This is a super important tack. One in which doesn't really fill you with all too much confidence either way.
All right. Once again, Iron Branch, pressure on. They've had a good couple of opportunities now with the rifles to show something substantial, and it has been really, really weak stuff from them. So, yeah, panic starts to set in for sure. And especially if they lose this one out, the money is never really building up despite the saves. Oh, Ganginho smoked off. It's perfectly timed smoke. Raging will take some damage early on, but those early peaks that Iron Branch were trying to go for don't net anything.
Well, already. This time coming through. Raging needs to be careful. Down to half HP now. Flash in the corner as well. Hoping to swing off the back of it. The nade finds Lollipop though, and that's enough. If the nade hadn't found him, he actually would have swung off the back of the flash. It would have been a good start. They're all if buts and maybes. Once again, K23, numbers advantage.
Elian going to get another one. It's really not looking good. Iron Branch has yet to win a round on this CT side, and it might just be set to continue because they tried for a B-sided play, and nothing really happened over towards B. They do get their action there, the 1-for-1 trade, but obviously being this far down, you want more than that. Masval goes flying into A, and yeah, just not happening. So Niffy will be the last one to hold, and it looks like, as I mentioned, the money not going to be there, the buy not going to be there, so should be a 13 for K23 off the back of this one.
I think it's the B. I think so. Goes a little bit quiet, just as I say that. Regional ball. Oh, going to be dropped in towards the cafe up top. Someone's going to have that with their coffee and a cake, and it will be K23 up to a 12th. Closer and closer to that finish line. What a capitulation by Iron Branch. Even still, they continue to fall flat. They can't buy around right now. Speaking of, the buy is going to be a little bit janky, considering that Lollipop and Masval are going to have, what, about $3.5 grand to work with. Not great. Not great at all. What a run, though. What a run. We've seen kind of, what, round one from Iron Branch of, what, the last 13 played? And that's showing just how dominant K23 have been at times. It has just been brilliance. And, of course, massively deserved. Now, the pause to be called, Iron Branch, they've got 4 to work with. I think they've already used 3 of them now with this one. This game is just slipping from their grasp in every way.
Terrifying, absolutely terrifying. Another pause coming through. I mean, you know, needs to work out here because it does just seem like things are absolutely in the bin. Iron Branch cannot catch a break. K23 are in the absolute ascendancy at the moment. Really great Counter-Strike that they're playing, and I think it is looking set to continue.
Let's see. Let's see, Iron Branch, they just need something. They need just one stroke of luck. Give them a round, give them some confidence. It could be a completely different story. Yeah, right now, you don't get filled with all too much expectation, let's call it, over towards our side. Look for something. Oh, one spot on the corner. Ganginho, nice shot towards Elliot. Magnodius is actually the one to open things up.
Lollipop will manage to get another one as well as he spams down Magnodius. Still looking good towards the B side of things, though. They are just walking out. Niffy. On the angle, got to be careful. Spots out a shadow, goes for the pre-fire, but he nearly loses his head. Thank goodness for the rebar on the wall, blocking the bullet. Ganginho, meanwhile, is intently holding this left-hand side. They're not going to give him a chance as they break in towards the site. Bomb plant coming in. 3 versus 3. Oh, a bit weird. Ganginho does manage to find a kill through the smoke as X5 can't get his down. Lollipop going to pick up Railway and now just left down to Raging. Up against 3. Oh, one tap on the first. Might be an omen of things to come. Nope, he can't find the AWP. And finally, Iron Branch have broken the curse.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, right? I've been waiting to just see something changed, and they finally get that stroke of genius, the stroke of luck that Iron Branch have been hoping for such a long time. But again, like we always like to say, it's not about the round here, there, everywhere. It's not about this flash in the pan moment. It's about consistency. Not seeing too much of it for the time being. So, on a K23 respond as well. Of course, no problems for them at all in terms of the investment. They got plenty of cash to work with off what has been a dominant display over the last period. Can they put Iron Branch right back in their place? As K23 looking towards mid.
Iron Branch really looking to turn this one round into a bit more. They've got some good confidence, some good proactivity. Flash comes through towards short. It's going to be a contact play towards B, though, and they might get a bit caught off there. Contact Flash coming around, looking pretty damn good, if you ask me. Rotations will be here in just a second from the Iron Branch, but K23 not dedicating in towards the B site just yet. They've still got utility to work with if they want to go back towards A.
Yeah, I haven't committed yet. I quite like this play because they've baited out so much of that util towards Iron Branch. You can just see the CT side are so nervous right now. They are going to commit back towards B, but they've done it on their own terms. Flash in the corner. And then they've got space to work with. They start flooding their way in, trying to find the opening kills. And there they are. There's the first. Clearing short water, looking for this kill. They'll find all 3 on site. And that'll be it. That'll be K23 into their 13th. Unless Lollipop and Ganginho can do something magic.
Looks like they might try. Lollipop's on the way, moving in fast. Got to get through the AWP, though, and it doesn't happen for him. So Ganginho will just move to save. Really tough now in the next few rounds for the side of Iron Branch because the money, thanks to the win, you know, the loss bonus has moved down and whatnot. So the money is just going to be absolutely away from them. So K23 in prime position here, folks.
So, once again, it is just going to be a lovely night for Raiden to see it off. Holding and waiting for it. He gets right in behind Ganginho. It's just salt in the wounds, isn't it? It's just real insult to injury. Oh, Iron Branch, what has happened to this side? What a, you know, a capitulation. What a rough display from Iron Branch. They are really just a shadow of their former selves. They started so well in towards Overpass. And on paper, we said, actually, a map on which they're pretty competent on. K23, they had complete control of the veto, as we know, because Iron Branch didn't show up. And I think continue this way, and if K23 find a win here, that's what we're going to come back to. They just did not show up to the veto, and it's completely their own fault.
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely been a weird one. Not a bad opener for Lollipop here. Man, I don't know. This is really quite tough now. Lollipop waiting for another opportunity to come its way. Get some decent spacing, some decent damage, but can't finish him off. The MP9 letting him down. And now back into a 4 versus 4. Definitely a convertible 4-on-4 for Iron Branch, though.
I mean, we'll see. They're very, very quiet right now. They just don't want to give anything away. Just waiting for an opportunity, waiting for something to work with. There's been nothing given up. 40 seconds, K23. It's a classic Tier 2 CIS strat of just burning the clock down, right? And hoping to go for that last second execute. We saw it happening towards the previous round of it towards B. It's looking like they want to do more of the same again. This time over towards A, which would be absolutely the right call. Because they flood. It's only Ganginho here in the AWP. Surely they just trade him.
Certainly would think so. Oh, and Alien catches him. Goodness me. Could have been scary for a second, but we are having a couple players come in from behind here. Got Raging Holding manages to find one. He's pretty low though, yeah, and Masval takes him down. Sad's recovered the AWP, and he's got a quick scope onto Ellie, and that leaves it all onto Railway. And Railway is incredibly low on the AWP as well. Masval comes in from behind, and Iron Branch have stolen such an important round away to keep the game alive.
That's huge, and it all comes down to the flanks again. Massive round to be taking. Well, now it is absolutely game on. 2 rounds is the difference. And when we look at how things are panning out, we start to get these moments of hopefulness that Iron Branch can make this competitive at the very least. Looking at further and further down the line. It's been a lot of good moments from Iron Branch, but for the most part, they were a long time ago, so we kind of forget about them. But they started this map off so strong. That's the sort of confidence we're looking towards. Can they do it once again? Buys both ways. Nade's coming through as well. And actually, Sad's putting out 2, I'm pretty sure, crossing in towards short water. Press the AWP out long. Ganginho, he's been winning that fight against Elian pretty consistently the other 2 maps. And now it's starting to do it in the latter stages of map number 3.
Yeah, that is a worrying sign. They've been relying on Elian quite a lot, to be honest with you. K23, just when you thought it might be over, Iron Branch starting to creep back into the game. Big damage done onto Raging. They're looking for a B hit. They're hoping they can make the B hit work. I'm not so sure. Just being kept at bay by the utility is really going to be difficult for them at the end of the day. This is a true challenge to break into this B bomb site. A very tough defense from Iron Branch, and K23 not looking too confident on the move in.
That's for sure. Well, already, what did K23 decide to do here? Man disadvantage. Right, he's got 48 points of HP. Across the board, not a comfy position to be in. East side is going to be the port of call. Selling some fake flashes over towards that of B and dropping util as well. They're trying to bait them in, but it hasn't worked for these 2 here towards the top side. Ganginho and Lollipop have to combine. There's the first from Ganginho, looking for more, but it'll cost him his life. Put it all down to 1 man. He's left in a 1 versus 3 now off the back of his kill. He's looking for an ace clutch. How does he find it? Well, a couple of kills in towards Dumpster might be a good start. His head spotted and surely tapped away in a matter of mere moments.
Oh, they know where he is now. He manages to find the first. Sad trades him out, though. It's a decent effort on that first frag, to be fair. Iron Branch, though, going to bring it as close as damn. It's going to be another tough finish here. An incredibly long series, an incredibly long map. Looks set to continue. K23 will have cash, thanks to the loss bonus, thanks to all the rounds they managed to win on the T side. And, of course, the bomb plant there doesn't help. Doesn't put them down, either. Either way. Lead under threat. And Iron Branch, they've managed to figure out the missing code.
Yeah, that's it. 13 to 12. What a game on the way out. You had an OT in towards map number 2. We had a 16-13 map number 1. This game has been a close affair. What is a lower bracket game 2? X5, hang on, he got a P90. That one slipped past. But now they're relying on it. A lot of damage being dealt. Ellie and X5, Raiden all taking significant tags here. This is a prime opportunity for Iron Branch to tie this game up again.
Man alive. Lollipop. Not going to be able to hear them here on the backside, but he does have a great opportunity to maybe find some frags here. The damage going to be absolutely massive. X5 holding behind with that P90. Unfortunately, looks away at the inopportune moment. Lollipop's going to find his head. Might start to confirm the fact that it is a utility going down. But they're pulling the bomb out, perhaps? Unsure of where Lollipop is, I think, is the problem here. Not committing to A is the key thing. And trying to get a reset game. Trying to just find this frag on the backside. They'll spot each other out. Great frag from Raging. And that opens up the door towards B now. Has it been read? Has it been figured? Oh, not quite. What's Raging done? He's picked up an AWP. Okay. Little interesting. I thought he'd just thrown his AK away, but he knew there was an AWP there, I suppose. Nonetheless, going to be a 2 versus 2 and 2 AWPs on the T side now to contend with. Bomb should go down. Molotov going to keep Masval at bay. Doesn't really want to go through this. He will spot them out. He will hear them, and he will confirm the fact for Sad. Certainly doable with their low HP bars. If the nade finds a frag as well, then we are most definitely on. Unfortunately, it does not. The AWPs lining them up. Setting them up. Sad can't get it done. Raging round the pillar. We'll find 14 for K23.
So, once again, we come to a similar position we've actually been in both maps. 14 to 12. K23, they're 2 rounds away from that finish line. That's such an important one to take. Look at the economy over towards Iron Branch. It has been a brutal situation. Now leaves them in a very, very rough position to be in. What a tough pause and conversation they're trying to have now. Ganginho is going to invest in towards the M4. That, I'm assuming that'll prompt a full buy across the board. Lollipop 5.7.5 armor. No, it actually is just going to be a hero rifle for Ganginho. Everybody else can opt for a low buy and hope that they can try, and off the back of one man's antics, make this one work. Well, a lot of pressure on Ganginho, but if anyone's going to do it, it's the hero player over towards that of Iron Branch. So let's see. K23, a prime example, an opportunity for them to find 15 map and series points and break the loss streak as well.
Grouping up out towards the B side of things, trying to go for the triple boost here, I believe. Yeah. Not really sure if they're going to be able to spot anything, though, unfortunately. Not really the case, so just going to be resting on their heels at the moment with this M4. Not really a massive fan of the buy, to be honest, especially coming in from the AWPer. Yeah, I don't really know what they expect to find with it, in all honesty. Out towards long, the main pack of K23 is moving.
Well, on the corner, Raijin. Really expect one below him. The answer is yes, but poorly executed. Oh no, not like this. Lollipop's found 2. Ganginho's found 1 as well. How are they winning this sort of round? Surely not. It's a 2 versus 5 scenario. All down to Railway, who needs an ace clutch against the low buy. No way of this the round that Iron Branch win.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Railway, 30 seconds. Might even just be bailing on the idea with the AWP in hand. Niffy to hold him from the backside. Can he find the frag here and just deny anything away? That would be absolutely massive. He's been spotted out now. They'll start to encroach. They'll start to shut him down. AWP out of the map, I suppose, is a nice idea. But with the Glock, you don't really expect him to find too much. He does get 1, but he's traded instantaneously. And wow, Iron Branch staying alive with that. Absolutely insane stuff. No money for K23. We're going all the way down to the wire once again. Probably the full 30 rounds going to be required at the very least.
Oh, that's, yeah, I gotta say, that's pretty damn impressive. Of all the rounds to take, I never expected it to be that one. 1 hero rifle and 2 upgraded pistols, and they've somehow made it win. Look what it's done to K23. They themselves are in towards a low buy. How they have fallen flat. What a brutal position. Lollipop will take a chunk of damage to the nade. I'm worried. I think the full 30 is going to be needed here.
We shall see. K23 resting a little slowly here as they move up through towards short. Just grouping up. Maybe looking for a burst out and towards this A-bomb site. Do something a bit different that they've not really employed in a long time. And not a lot of map control for it, though. Information is coming in. Lollipop's pushed down nice and deep towards long. Utility coming over the top. It looks like they are just going to move in thick and fast. Got an AWP to contend with. Will Bank be smoked off? It looks like not, but Raging finds his head. Could be the biggest frag of the game so far. Lollipop stays alive towards long, however, making things very, very difficult once this bomb goes down. They're going to be caged in. They're going to be trapped on the site. Rotations are here. They've got the kit available. They've got a flash to go bursting in. And that is exactly what they're going to try and do here on the Iron Branch side of things. Raging knows what that flash means and wins out yet another fight. A massive round that this guy is having to keep his team alive and for the victory. On the backside, Niffy trying to win out on his fight. Not looking too good. Goes down. Sad around the smoke. Can't get anything done. Raging comes in for his 3K. It's all on Masval. He will look set to survive, but the round is going to go the way of K23.
Again, how have they clawed that one in his favor? Question marks over towards Iron Branch. It was such a janky buy for K23. I don't even get upgrades on the way out. Railway still got the Mac 10. He was hoping to see if he can deny the AWP being scooped up. He can't do that, so will be dropped back over towards Ganginho. And now number 29, it's map and series points in our decider. And it's K23 who've got it. At one point, mentioned it before, it was 8-2 in favor of Iron Branch. And how this game is completely flipped in terms of the script. What a performance. This one might be where it ends. Niffy's only got a 5-7 lollipop. Only on an MP9.
All to play for here. Round number 29. Are we going to need more? Is it going to be another overtime? 3 players stacked out on that B-bomb side. In fact, now 4 as the rotation comes in. They're going to go for a boost here. Lollipop on the MP9 spots a player out, but not able to find anything. Also doesn't really take any damage. So, yeah, getting away unscathed. I guess some information to work with.
All slows down. Goes a bit quiet for a second, right? Both sides, they know how important things are right now. It's tentative. It's so slightly uncomfortable. So where do we head? All goes a little bit quiet. 40 seconds. And K23 not giving up anything. This has been part and parcel of their playstyle. A flash will catch a couple. But now they're going to execute.
Oh, it's happening. The early entries come through nice and clean. It's just going to be down to Lollipop on the back of the site, you feel like, and he can't get anything done. Ganginho needs an ace. We've said that a few times in the past few rounds, as there have been some very one-sided affairs. He's going to be heard now. He does manage to find one there. Can he get any more? Can he make it look a little more respectable? He's Molotov'd out into the open. Down he goes, and the victory goes the way of K23. What a slog, though. What a difficult fight coming in from both sides. Iron Branch sort of had the 2-0 over on Vertigo, but just couldn't get it over the line. K23 nearly letting the comeback happen to them as well. Absolutely mad game of Counter-Strike.
And when it comes down...